Hi, I'm Steve, the Introverted Traveler. I've made it my mission in life to explore the beaches, deserts, mountains, and even cityscapes around us, and to do so while avoiding contact with as many people as possible. And although I will never hang out with you for any reason, I do invite you to join me on my journey. Come and see the world through the eyes of an extreme introvert. On this edition, we are exploring historic Stevens Trail in Colfax, California. Along the way, we will wade through overflowing creeks, encounter abandoned mines, experience weird weather, and take in the beauty of the North Fork of the American River. All this and much more on this Introverted Travels.
Parts of the trail are steep, rocky, and extremely exposed. Medical evacuations are common. Proper physical conditioning and preparation are recommended. Bring extra water and appropriate sun protection.
I'm here at one of the last days in January in the rain to hike Stevens Trail. Yeah, that's the name of the trail, Stevens Trail. It is a old toll road or old toll trail used by miners in the 1800s. It was lost and then rediscovered again in the 1960s and is now on the Register of Historic Places. And that is today's hike and today's adventure. We are in Colfax, California. So, I'm out in the middle of nowhere hiking an old mining trail and again hoping not to die. All right, a little bit of history this morning. The Stevens Trail was originally owned and surveyed by gold miner and tanner John Rutherford. The trail was originally called Rutherford's Road. In 1867, Rutherford sold 1/2 interest to livery stable owner and rancher Truman Allen Stevens, who carried the mail by the way of the trail to Iowa Hill. By 1870, Rutherford was in financial trouble and his portion of the trail was sold at auction to his partner Stevens for $850. $850 back in 1870 is like probably equivalent to, you know, like Elon Musk level income. Now, I mean, that was just like, you got $850, you're like, you know, the king of the world. Okay, I'm lying. I have no idea, and I'm not a historian, but it makes for a cool story. All right, for those of you who use the AllTrails app, why you do, I have no idea. I don't know why I do. But there is a note, you know, there's little viewpoint or little just interest markers on the map. And the one for this particular trail, this particular spot in the trail just told me that there is a small board that we have to cross. And we're going over something called Slaughter Ravine. You gotta love how stuff was named in the Old West. It's like Slaughter Ravine, you know, Shot in the Head Creek and all that type of crap. But
actually, now that I think of it,
yeah, I'm not going over that.
Right here. However, we'll just go through here.
I mean, either walk across the death board over there or get your feet just a tiny bit wet. I'm going with a tiny bit wet. Let's go with it. Well, so much for Slaughter Ravine. That was, you know, like squishy ravine, more like it. I just encountered a pair of hikers who were talking so loud, their mundane conversations are echoing up and down this canyon.
And then look at this. Or maybe this is Slaughter Ravine.
I don't know. But it's bad conversations that slaughter me. Boring, mundane BS. That destroys the solitude. I have complained about this on like every video. But I will keep complaining about it until the United Nations declares it a humanitarian crisis. I think there's a drip on the lens. Yeah, And these were loud. There's just two people. Loud as hell. Yeah. Stop, folks. Stop. Just no one cares. Just stop talking about your lives out here. Stop. You can come in groups if you want safety, but shh, practice. Quiet. Quiet. Let's go. Heard the sound of rushing water. So either I'm near a waterfall or I'm about to get dunked in a creek. Let's go and see, but I have a feeling I'm gonna be like soaking wet by the end of this video, but it's like every video, so let's go. Oh, thank goodness. It's the waterfall option. Now I'm sure I'm still gonna have to walk across some creek and get completely wet, but
That's pretty cool. We'll see if we get a little bit closer.
again, the zoom feature on the GoPro is next to uselessness, so I never even use it, but
Hopefully you can see that.
wonderful. At least there's a chain right over the super fast flowing creek that could
Wash me down into
wherever the hell I am. All right, folks. I'm not gonna film this one because it's way too dangerous, but I'm gonna grab the chain. I hope I won't die. I hope. I made it. It actually wasn't that bad, but holy crap. Now I have to go back over that again. Oh, wonderful. So it's been drizzling. I just crossed the insane little creek that had a chain stuck to the cliff where you had to like hang on for dear life. And now it's starting to hail. Soon toads are gonna fall from the sky and there's gonna be an ark flowing by here with a bunch of animals in it.
But until then, apparently it's the top of a mountain. I'm in a canyon, folks.
That's pretty cool.
Look at this. Look how nice it is out here. I mean, aside from, you know, certain death at certain parts of the trail, there's hardly anybody out here. It's nice and foggy.
It's quiet. Perfect day to, you know, get severely injured in a creek. Well, not the greatest day to do this hike. Now I'm in fog. At least it stopped hailing. Okay, that is pretty cool. That's the North Fork of the American River down there. We've seen it throughout the video. And check this out. I don't know how well it's gonna show up in the GoPro, but that is a mining trail in the mist, alongside a mountain, right above a river. Okay. Okay, folks, I'm right at the end of the trail, and I've decided, for my own sanity and safety, let's see. I'll show you. So literally right at the end, I just don't want to cross this creek. And it just goes, it doesn't even go anywhere. It just goes to the end of the map and then turns around. So it's just a little bit extra trail at the end. I decided I'm not gonna cross the creek because I don't feel safe doing it. I don't want to slip and fall. I have to cross that other creek. So I'm gonna call quits here, but I'm not considering this, you know, a failure or anything. I'm just literally, I'm not gonna cross the creek. I made it. I'm at the end of the map. Good enough. Safety call, headed back, and then I have to cross that gigantic waterfall again. So yeah, this should be fun.
Nature. Nature is scary.
Nature is terrifying. So this is what it looks like when you hike in a downpour. Look at that. There was only supposed to be a slight chance. Like, it was gonna be light rain. It was supposed to be like a quarter of an inch. This is like more than that. According to the AllTrails app, and I'm not going in there, that is apparently an old mine. Maybe. They say it's incredibly dangerous. I don't make it a habit to crawl through giant dark holes and, you know, rock faces, so with my luck there's probably like 10 bears in there, and they all like, you know, chubby meat, so we're not gonna go in there, but kind of cool. Waterfall. Oh. And I'm across scary thing. Wow. As is typical with this type of stuff, wasn't nearly as scary coming back as going over. Whew. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. That was cool. I think it may be snowing just a little bit. It's not very cold, so now I know all this is hail, but we're getting big white flaky things, and usually that's snow. And yes, for the record, I've been in blizzards before, so I'm well aware of what snow looks like, but it's not very cold. We're not at a very high elevation, but yeah, might be snowing. Luckily, I'm almost done. All right, so we're at the part of the hike in which it is dragging and will be dragging. We're actually going up the very last bit. The downslope that I came in on is now an upslope that I'm leaving on. So thought it was a good as time. I can't speak. It was a good time to do our rating scales. I've explained these a billion times, but if you're new, I have an introversion scale for how introverted the trail is, with 1 being the number of people you'd find at Disneyland on the 4th of July, misery, pure misery, and 10 being the number of people you'd find in the field, in the middle of a field in Antarctica, which is pure, unadulterated, antisocial bliss. This one is about an 8, but I'm also here, you know, during the apocalypse, apparently. There were a few people, and actually, very strange for me, The fact there were at least a few people out, especially in the scarier parts of the trail, was at least assured, I was reassured that if I did fall and, break 40 or 50 bones, if I even have that many, that there'd be someone out there to point and laugh at me. But overall, I've been alone almost the entire hike. It's secluded, it's quiet. In that regard, this has been beautiful. This has been perfect. Not quite Antarctica, but nothing ever gets a 10. So we'll save this at a good 8. All right, folks, I am just about back to my car. Still doing a little bit of a climb here, but I can hear Interstate 80. It's booming. I can hear some sort of train near here, so that's happening too. But let's go ahead and recap. What did we do today? Well, we hiked an old mining trail. We made our way over a scary creek with a chain attached to a rock wall. We saw some beautiful scenery. We saw a beautiful canyon. We saw a lot of mist. We saw the beautiful Blue River, the North Fork of the American River. And then we turned around at a wild creek with slippery looking logs. But that's okay. This has been a great hike. I have enjoyed it, even though I recommend that you wait until it's dry to actually do it. But we're out here in Colfax, California. It's been a pretty good day. So, as I always say, folks, stay introverted. And I'll see you in the next adventure.